CJ, set it up.
All right, so we're gonna first go through the power rankings done by yours truly, Zach. Okay, this is with no bias, and this is off of teams' ranks and performances we've seen them in other tournaments. So start off, we're gonna go with 12th place. We're gonna go with Turbulence, right? So if you go to our stat sheet, right, you can go to the team's hub, which Zach has put together very nicely, which talks about every team's player and their ranks. And when you go to Turbulence, you just see a bunch of gold and plats. So I think just like off
Uh,
rip, you kind of have to go 12th place.
I'm gonna add something here. Not only are they plats and golds, but I mean, I think the first ever scrum was yesterday, which the time of recording is January 26th, and it starts, bro. The league starts February 4th, so I mean, they don't even have a lot of practice together. I mean, the only upside they have with each other is just friends, like, trying to play in the tournament.
Yeah. Yo, Kyle, you got anything to add considering you were on their roster before joining Aurora's Academy?
Um, I mean, I think they're pretty good actually. But yeah, like you said, like they're the lowest ranked team, so yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate for them to be this low, but it's just how the cookie crumbles. You know what I mean?
Weird, weird.
11th place, you got Solace GC. So currently, they don't even have a roster. So they dropped their fifth, meaning that they're currently doing trials, which means again like no scrim time together, and their ranks are just a bunch of plat diamonds again. So I think it's pretty fair to put them 11th.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think the only thing that separates them from 11th and 10th or 12th is just like they dropped their fifth player. I mean, they don't have a fifth player right now, so yeah.
10th place, we got our newly added team Forsaken. They had a lot to say in the Twitch chat about how they were
They
placed.
did. They
When
did.
you look at their team, you just see a few golds, a few diamonds. Nothing standing out too much. So I am very curious to see though them pull like a miracle run or something in their group.
I mean, I could talk a lot about the Forsaken. I mean, Flair and Kenzo, we used to be teammates. Not for Forsaken, but just for other teams. Kenzo, back in the day, he was kind of iffy, but I mean, I could see he's diamond too, so it clearly shows like he's improved. And Flair, we used to play on a team called like Wildcats or something like that, and he was definitely one of the better players on the team. So this could definitely be a Cinderella team to look out for.
That's what I'm thinking. In ninth place, we have Rebirth. Now, this is one of the teams Zach coaches. So obviously him being a great IGL he is. He's bringing some strategy and help to this team. But in itself, they just lost their fifth player, so they're gonna have to find a new one. And on top of that, just being this rank, like low diamond, mid plat, like kind of doesn't sit right either. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I have heard that they dropped their player, they fixed their IGL problem, which I mean, the dropping the player could lead good or bad. Also, Rebirth and Forsaken play in the first match of the week, which apparently there's a lot of beef going on. So that's definitely a match to look out
That
for.
that will be that will be a very good match to watch. A lot of beef. On the Twitch stream yesterday.
Me and CJ are casting that, by the way. So
Yes.
let's say
Uh, eighth place we have Lush Esports. They're running their own tournament currently, which Rebirth are in and actually doing pretty good in. But the thing is, Rebirth has never beaten this Lush roster, which is why they're above Rebirth. And it's a bunch of diamonds. But we don't know much about them, so that's why they're in this place. I think seventh place we have Velocity. Now this is a controversial one to many, but from where they were at, they've made a lot of roster changes, and it actually has helped them a lot in like some scrim results that I've seen and everything. Their ranks are low, but they are actually like doing really good against low ascendant teams in scrims.
pretty sure Law is the IGL on that team.
So I actually don't know. I think it might be,
Yes.
but it is.
I used to play with.
Okay.
I remember I used to play with Clean and Law. That's some low
Yes,
elo
Clean and
team.
Law have
They weren't the
improved.
best, but they definitely improved. I could just tell they improved.
Yes, a lot. Okay.
All right. So we have at 6 Underlords Academy. I don't know. I don't know too much about them, but I heard some pretty good stuff. So hopefully, they back up the talk everyone was saying. And yeah, I mean, they look pretty solid on paper. So we'll see how week 1 how do you guys want to add anything?
Yeah. So biggest thing to take from it is that this roster was just was just built. So again, these guys are gonna have little to no scrim time together, but individually, this team is very good. You know, Scorpion being their IGL. You know, I think he's pretty well, and I've been helping him myself improve, and just the team in general. Like Creo being a plat 3 peak, he's insane, and then the rest of the team like Joe and Vortex, like insane duelist and recon player for them. That's gonna just constantly frag out. So
I will say, me and Ethan just did an interview with them, and they seemed like they were pretty serious about this team. Like they said, like after like matches have been played, they're gonna VOD review, they're gonna watch some film. I mean, it's gonna be pretty serious for them. They could definitely be higher than 6. I'll tell you that much.
All right.
number 5.
Next, we got Auroras ACAD, and that's my team. So a little biased, but I really think that we could finish maybe top 4, something like that. But yeah, this team is going to be very underrated. I feel like I'm not even trying
Yeah.
to be biased or anything, but I mean, this team's just cracked, man. I mean, all the guys here, like, there's no weak point, but yeah, these guys are just insane, and hopefully, we do well and we have good results.
I am a part of academy as well, and I will say that if one player is having an off game, you could definitely count on another player to play some crazy. Like I'm gonna tell you straight up, Kyle, the guy with the explanation part, the second player you see, bro, he's our fragging smokes player, and man, he can frag on that smokes row. And even if he's not fragging, we have multiple players to fill that spot up. So I mean, definitely a very underrated team to look out for. That's why they're so high. I
Yeah,
feel like.
I'm gonna keep it short, but just like they said, you know, ACAD does seem very underrated individually. Um, Ranks, you know, are kind of low, but I think that even though they're gonna have little scrim time, I think that they could still be a very scary team. Fourth place, Vrynix. You know, nobody knows much about them. You know, came out of nowhere, to be honest. You know,
Yeah, I
um,
agree.
their manager though was talking in the chat yesterday, talking about how they're a new team, so they're just gonna give it their all and see what could happen. So, you know, ranks are kind of nice. You know, I think that they'll be an underrated team, somebody to look out for, considering that they haven't really been around the scene at all. So, I think it's something to
All right.
watch out for.
All right. Number 3, we got, what was it? It was Doomsday Project. Uh, I played them in CSK. They weren't really too good, and when I saw them ranked this high, I thought they made changes, but um, they didn't. So I was kind of confused why they were ranked so high. But anyways, moving on. The roster, I mean, ranks are pretty high than most teams in this league. Maybe that's why they got such a good power ranking. But I mean, I don't know. This team seems, I guess, all right. I don't want to be like an egoist and call them bad or anything. I'm pretty sure, they're pretty good. I haven't seen them scrim in a while, or haven't seen their gameplay, but you know, don't sleep on them though. Even though I'm kind of sleeping on them, don't sleep on them.
They do have upset potential. I'll tell you that much.
They,
And all these players, like especially Cookie, I've heard, bro, they are insane. I mean, we just had an interview again with them, bro. Cookie is the guy to look out for. Tell you that.
yeah, playing against them in CSK multiple times. You know, I've beaten them every time, but man, if they're feeling it, especially Cookie and Pin, you know, this team is kind of scary. So number 3 isn't too bad. Personally, that I'd put Vrynix above. So.
All right, next we got Auroras Blue, which is Ethan's team. I've played with both Ethan and Mr. Hippo and Zach kinda, and they're really good. Like they are really good. Um, I think. Wait, do you know who's the IGO for the team? Is it Mr. Hippo?
Zach.
Zachary.
Oh, it's Zach. All right, so yeah. I've known Ethan and Mr. Hippo as IGLs. I've never known Zach as an IGL. So, I mean, it looks pretty promising. These guys are insane, and I expect good results from them. If not, like, kill me or something, bro.
Frauds. That's all I gotta
I
say.
definitely do agree. I mean, just the big three of Zach, Hippo, and just Ethan. I mean, Lala Ethan is PP Daddy, so yeah. But I think
Yeah.
the three is just there's a big three. I mean, I feel like anywhere they go, any scrim they play, any match they play, they're just gonna bring it and they're just gonna give it their all.
Yeah, I think going off of what Kyle said about Ethan and Hippo kind of being IGL, like fragging IGLs back on Auroras Academy and CSK, and now handing that over to Zach, they allows them more to have a open role to frag better, almost like John QT on Sentinels. You know, it's kind of how I
And
look at it.
we also have to talk about the coach, Kitsu. I mean, he's just insane. He's just gonna be a great coach for Auroras Blue. I mean, I've seen this guy coach. He takes the game very seriously. Very, very seriously. Even in scrims.
And the number one is CJ's team with Auroras Obsidian. And I'm not gonna lie, it is like I think they're gonna win the whole thing. That's just my opinion. I mean, just on paper, looking at it right now, the lowest rank is Ascendant 2. And we all know that Bam could easily hit Immortal if he wanted to. But, he doesn't put as much time in the game. And even if they're missing a guy like Bam or anyone, they have cracked subs. So this team is going to be very, powerful coming into this season.
I completely agree. But I will say one thing. They did lose their coach recently, Eco. I mean, he's a pretty good coach. I'll tell you that much. But I mean, it might
Yeah.
hurt them a little bit, but I mean, that's just something to look out for.
And they have a tilting IGL who deafens mid game.
CJ,
Yes,
that's CJ. by
that
the way.
is
He
true.
does something else too.
Okay. I can't comment too much, but I will say, everybody on this team is like motivated, dedicated to play. So it'll be nice to see where we end up. All right, moving on. Week 1 schedule. So I'm gonna quickly just go through each matchup and say who we pretty much expect to win. So, Auroras Blue versus
oh.
Lush. Who do we?
I'm not
who do
saying
we
Rose
think?
Blue. I mean, it's pretty clear
mean-
who's gonna win this matchup.
Yeah, I got Auroras Blue. I'm getting a quick 2-0.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
getting
say
I'm
so.
getting 2-0 vibes, especially because Zach has like watched Rebirth, the team he coaches, play against Lush. He obviously knows some things about them, so I think that'll be nice. Next matchup of the week, in my opinion, we have 2 of them.
Yeah,
First,
we do have
Forsaken
two
and
of
Rebirth, and Doomsday Project versus Underlord. I'm looking at Forsaken taking this one.
I do feel like Forsaken might take Rebirth, but at the same time, I mean, this would be a crazy matchup. I could definitely see this match going into 3 maps. Okay, oh my God, going into 3 maps, but I mean, there's a lot of beef going into this match, and even though they're ranked 9 and 10, I mean, don't count this out. Like, this is a good match with a lot of beef going into it and a lot of stakes.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely. I think it's gonna go 3 maps if I'm not mistaken. What was their power ranking again? I low-key forgot.
9 and 10.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a close matchup. You know what? I call. Who's number 10?
Forsaken.
Let me get an upset. I like some upsets going. I got 2-1 for Forsaken.
I have 2-1 Forsaken as well. I see them going on an underrated.
Yeah, I ain't
even
gonna
though
lie. Not trying to
ranks are
ride
kinda
the
low.
obvious, but I think it's gonna be Forsaken too.
All right, next we got Doomsday Project versus Underlords Academy, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Underlords' chance here.
No chance.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. But like, I don't know. I like their chances. Doomsday, they're on a bit of an upset watch, because I feel like any team could, get at least a map off them. And, Underlords, they're not terrible. So I got Underlords winning. I love ACAT team. So yeah, thoughts, you guys?
I
I
think
think
as I said before, Underlord's not having much like scrim practice or anything. Might cook them. Um, but individually, again, like each and one of these players is good. But Doomsday has been together for a while, so I'm honestly gonna go 2-1 Doomsday Project here.
I will say Doomsday Project will go 2-1. I feel like Doomsday Project is just the team to just go 2-1. Plus, I feel like Doomsday Project does crumble a little bit when they're going against a team that has scrimmed a map and are really good at a map. I'll tell you that much. But I think Doomsday Project, they always finish out their maps in 3 maps, no matter what. So this is another match that could definitely go 2-1 for either team.
All right. And then on Group 2, we have Auroras Obsidian versus Solace GC. And I mean, do we really have to think hard about this? I mean, if every person on Obsidian gets like chlamydia or something, bro, Solus is winning. But I don't think that's the case. So I think Aurora's Obsidian comes out with the easy 2-0.
I agree. Nothing much to say about that matchup, to be honest. It's a
I mean,
clear favorite.
Yeah, it's just gonna be free farm. I got nothing. I got nothing much to say. It's just gonna be easy.
And then Aurora's ACAD versus Turbulance. This is probably game of the week or like the best game in Group 2. Because they're kind of even, I feel like. But I got Aurora's ACAD. Got to support
ACAT,
my team.
ACAT
Support
2-0.
our team. I mean,
ACAT 2-0s. I'm gonna keep
wow.
it a buck. Turbulence being the worst ranked team in the league, I don't think they have a shot. I think it's gonna be like 13-4, 13-3.
But you
I
guys
think
have
the
to
only
remember
where-
the hatred that they have for
Exactly.
Kyle since he left. You gotta remember
Yeah,
that.
they did leave. Kyle did leave, so
Yeah, it
who
will
knows?
be a fun one to watch
Turbulence
for the
might be
viewers.
able to get back. So I think that might be
And-
the matchup of Group 2, Week 1.
Fuck,
And
no, last
then-
time I watched Velocity play, I got 13-0'd.
And then Vrynix versus Velocity, just as Zach said, Velocity last time we played, they got destroyed, but Clean
This
has
is
been
another
telling
one.
me, a lot has been cooking up, they're looking pretty good in scrims, and Vrynix being considered one of the higher ranked teams, I'm very curious to see how this will turn out. Velocity was talking about how there could be a very high chance of an upset, so I'm
Yeah, I
predicting
got-
2-0 Vrynix, but
Yeah, I got
wanna see
Vrynix
Velocity
winning
win.
2-0 as well.
I mean, there's not really much to say about this matchup. It's just Vrynix 2-0. I mean, that's like just a favorite outcome.
Yeah. And then to close it off, if you go into our stat sheet and go to pickums/clips, we have a pickums link and a clip of the week link. So all you have to do is click on it, and each week we'll have a new pickums. So you just put your Discord name, you start just clicking whoever you think's gonna win, and you submit it at the end. At the end, so we will keep track of your name and how many you have correct and wrong throughout the season. At the end, first place will get $50. So highly recommend you
$50,
do
bro.
that.
Hey, you know what y'all can get with $50, bro?
That's a whole
2
bundle
Vandal
right there,
skins
bro.
You can get for like
Two
five
Vandal
packs of chicken patties.
All right, bro.
Okay, and then clip of the week. So if you hit like a nice ace or something from your POV or the stream POV, you could submit it here. Just put your Discord and insert the clip, and we'll go through it at the end of each week, and we'll put it in each tab so that everybody can view it.
Yeah, don't expect to see CJ's clips there because he's kind of awful.